Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. The last video we added all the objects that we did for the quiz activity, didn't we? In this video, we're actually going to take and add the functions and the methods that are going to make that all work. First thing I'd like you to do is take and right click on Quiz Maker, save link as, put it on your desktop, and save it. And then this one here, if you're in Google Chrome, all you have to do is click on it. Otherwise, it might open it up in a notepad or something like that. But anyway, it's all the notes that we're going to use to take and work on our program today. And let's see, first thing, make sure you go into your activity quiz. I had a couple issues last time. Click on this Spanish word right here and make sure that is called Text View Spanish Word before you take off. And then also this radio group down here, make sure that's got an ID that says radio group. Wonderful. First thing we're going to do is we're going to take and we're going to add these two right here, global variables. Quiz activity, I'm going to paste those right. Oh, come on, there we go, right there. Okay, it says Quiz Maker. What's Quiz Maker? I don't know. Well, we have to take and then we have to add that, don't we? I told you to take and download that to load that to your desktop. If you do that, mine's right here. I'm going to take it, I'm going to drag it, put it right over top of yours is going to be something different, okay, path, but it's right there. Drop it right on there and see, okay. That takes care of that. I created this class Quiz Maker for you. It goes out there and looks at your database, gets all your words and Spanish words and English words, and does a whole bunch of stuff, cool stuff for you. That's going to make this just a snap. Once again, for those who are interested, please go ahead. I've taken and made some comments in here. Hopefully, it will help you understand what in the world's going on there. Anyway, the next thing we're going to do is add some code into that. Bring up my Blackboard stuff again. And this code right here, I got two methods here that we're going to take and we're going to copy and paste it right in. We're going to paste it right down the bottom here, right there. Control V. Okay, hopefully it all works. If you named all your objects correctly in the activity, it should all work. This could be errors caused to renaming issues, and you might be able to figure that out. What this refresh multiple choice does, it goes through there and gets a new set of questions or Spanish word and then some possible answers. And it takes and it shuts all your radio buttons off and puts all those answers out there in your radio buttons and clears off your Spanish word, puts a new Spanish word in there. That's what that does. And this one down here takes and don't worry about it. It's just something that for some reason Android Studio has a hard time with radio buttons, and this fixes that little issue with that. What we're going to do is we're going to call this method here now. Okay, we'll call that. Grab that right there. See that. We're going to call that right here. Go ahead and run your program. Oh, semicolon. Don't forget that semicolon. Go ahead and run your program right now. Hopefully everything went well with you. What should have happened is you should have a new Spanish word. When it shows your Spanish word, there's actually parentheses in there, and that's actually a little cheat. It shows you the answer, and you can select the correct answer. Notice, however, when you select one of the answers, it doesn't do anything yet. We got to fix that. Okay. Let's add some code that will react when you click on one of those buttons. Okay. Grab that code right there. Control C that. We're going to stick that right after this line right here. Put that right there. Just like that. Okay. What this does now, it's an on check change for the radio group. Okay. It talks about which one is selected, and if that string in that one that's selected is the same as the right answer, then yay, go ahead and print a toast that says you did a good job. Okay. Wonderful. We're going to have to add one more thing now, and that is the one more piece of code here. We're going to set a listener for that text, that new word text, okay? Right there, so that when you select that, something happens. That's going to go right there, okay? Just like that. Now go ahead and run it. When you click on new word, you're going to see it automatically gives you a new word. Now I apologize for just taking a whole bunch of code and slapping it right in here. Once again, some of you might not care. Others that are really into coding Android Studio, hopefully this will give you some examples that you can study and say, oh, how can I incorporate this into my application? That's the end.